What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today, I wanted to do a little video. I wanted to go a little bit deeper into Solana. I have talked about Solana before. It is one of the coins I hold personally, and I'm a big fan of. There's still quite a bit of room for upside on it, and the adoption of it just keeps growing. The volume on it keeps growing, and usually if volume grows, the price grows as well. So I'll be doing a little technical analysis like I did before on Bitcoin. I'll be moving that over to Solana as well. Was also a question which was asked to me from several people. Yeah, and I'll try and make a somewhat of a prediction of where the price will end up, and if we will be breaking the $200, the all-time high of Solana, or at least what I think will happen. Obviously, this is just my personal opinion. I'm just a guy sitting in his attic trying to make money online. Usually it works, sometimes it doesn't, but let's see what happens. Let's dive into the video. All right, everyone, here we are again at the CoinMarketCap website. As you can see, I have a brand new mic between the first video and the second video. I bought this one because the smaller one was annoying the heck out of me. I actually filmed a little bit of an unboxing video. I might do a further review on it, but this is the first 10 minutes it's been set up. I obviously need to work the cable a little bit better, whatever. Hopefully this now improves the sound to a more studio-y feel, and it gets rid of the hollow sound, which was probably annoying me more than you guys, but I wanted the sound to be better, or just overall. And I can move my arms on the desk now, which was annoying the heck out of me. I kept knocking over the little stand on the other one, and this came actually with a boom arm. Takes a little bit of getting used to, but seems to be working quite well for now. All right, so without further ado, let's get back into the video. So here we are again, a day after on CoinMarketCap again. Sadly, a bit of a decrease, but I'd say a healthy decrease. Fear and Greed Index is a little greedier, but it's still not way up. It also didn't. It's a little. It's understandable. I'd say it's also quite representative. Saw a massive trading volume spike. Well, I think we can all agree on that. I think we all saw that on the charts. We saw big green candles, a little bit of red, but it actually seems to be stabilizing, which I once again think is quite a good sign. I think for the eventual further move up, I think it could be actually very good news. The crypto bubbles today, not a lot of action. It's a little bit in between. Like I said, it's a little bit of cool down, but it's normal to see that after such moves. 24-hour volume is wild, especially if we look at all the other coins as well. It's actually very good sign, I'd say. Here's Solana, 2.8 billion in trading volume, which it's a lot, but there's so much room left to grow. Like, imagine if it goes to half of what Ethereum has. Like, for this volume to reach that volume, the market cap, or at least the money in movement on Solana, will have to be a lot bigger. So in turn, it would mean that there has to be more money on the network to get that trading volume. So once again, if we can get some of that volume over to Solana, which I think it's doing, Solana's been growing steadily, and we can see that, like, plus 370% over the year. No shame in that. That's absolutely phenomenal percentage. And when we look at the Bitcoin chart, we're actually very close again to that 75K. It's very close. I also have a trading algorithm active, which is actually still showing a bullish momentum, which I think is correct at this point. We broke. It showed a little bit of red today, but it seems to be pushing back up. So even on the normal Bitcoin chart, it's still all very bullish. The only downside I see in the near future is that the 5th of November, we have the election day. And regardless of who wins, I think just before the election day, we will start to see people taking profit. We will see a sell-off. Basically a buy the rumor, sell the news kind of thing. And I'm fairly certain that we will see this happen. It's happened before. It's usually before every big event. The speculators, the traders, the day traders, they start closing their longs, or they start taking profits, or they start shorting, which could also happen, of course. I think we'll see more of a cool down through those days, but we still have a few days left, which I possibly would see something like this happen. Like we push up to it, we might reject a little bit, go up and go down. And if we keep forming the higher lows, we'll probably maybe even go back to around this level around here. So we move up and we start to push back again. Unless we start dropping further down, but honestly, at this point, I'm not sure if what will happen, because I look at the news, but I look at the market sentiment of the news. So I don't really care about in-depth every article, but are they all generally very bullish, very short to medium term, or are they all predicting doom and gloom? Because if it's all doom and gloom, it, like I've said before, it becomes this self-fulfilling prophecy. But for now, that doesn't really matter. We would all be in profit at this point. So yeah, feel free to take some profits, or basically protect your assets for an eventual downturn, or buy a little bit more, start to short, whatever. There's so much opportunity here. That being said, let's grab the Solana chart. So I just drew this, and basically we see a bit of a pattern. We see these big moves up, these corrections down. And the important part, what I see in those corrections, is that they're getting smaller. Moves down are getting smaller. The sellers are starting to being exhausted. And evidently, because it's starting to form an upwards motion again, because we formed a higher low. Grab the stencil, form the higher low here, 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 there, and possibly here. It's lagging a little bit behind Bitcoin at this point. I'm not 100% sure if I mentioned that in the last video, but it's lagging a bit. But like I have said before, Bitcoin is the mother of all crypto, and what Bitcoin does, the others follow, usually in a magnified percentage. So Bitcoin has broken through and pushed up, and I expect that when we see some more cooldown on Bitcoin, Solana will follow this pump, this big move up. Now, as the title in my video said, will we break that $200? At this point, I think it's a little too soon. Possibly around November, before December. I personally believe in December we will see another sell-off, because markets close, people go home, people spend time with family, volume will die down, and people will take profits, ranging from having to buy Christmas presents to just wanting to close out the year profitable. Yeah, either way, I think the market will die down a little bit. And if you look at the historical charts of any stock or index fund or whatever, you would all see the same sort of flat line happen. So, but that does leave us November, and that does leave us the second half of November usually, because I think after the election it will have to stabilize a little bit. But quite possibly, if I follow the line I'm drawn on my chart, we would reach this around 14th of November. This is the daily chart, so that could line up. I could be wrong. It could shoot straight up again. We could see this massive push up. But if I'm wrong in that case, it would be a good thing, because we're all invested in it. So the higher, the better. That being said, my general consensus for Solana is bullish at this point. I think we will see it break this level just like Bitcoin did. Once again, what Bitcoin does, Solana does, Ethereum does, BNB does. Basically, all of them follow the same. If you overlay the charts, there's so much similarities. Like I said, these big pushes down, exactly the same movement on Bitcoin. Exactly the same. Maybe not entirely to the percentage down, but to a degree, it's the exact same chart. I drew a little support line. I drew these orange on purpose instead of red because I don't really think this is a huge resistance level. I just think it's a new high we will reach. Obviously, it's been a little bit higher as well, but it didn't close at that level. So I grabbed the level where it closed at. So I do think once we hit this level, it will be easy to surpass. I don't think it will be a hard retest. It'll probably be something similar, like we go up, we retest it, and then we go further. That's something I expect to happen. It could also be the other way around. We reject, we hit it again, and we drop down further. In that case, around this level, take some profits, wait till it drops back down, maybe DCA in again. I'll probably be doing these videos almost daily, so I'll see what happens when it happens. I'm not worried about it in the slightest. So this level is around 160. You can see that is forming a bit of a resistance point. It's just not been cleared yet as an actual support level. It did retest it here before we move further up. But basically it did it, well, it did it here as well, but only like once or twice, total 3 times. So that's why I also drew this orange, because I'm not entirely sure about if that will hold, if it's actual resistance. The same, the red line is basically the exact same as Bitcoin. It's the level where we get rejected a lot as a trend line as opposed to a horizontal line. That was not what I wanted to do. Like I said, the similarities between Bitcoin and Solana and Ethereum as well, there's plenty of similarities. Overall, I say we are climbing. We will continue to be climbing. And I think we can all, I think we will all profit from this. If we already have coins in the market, I think it's an excellent time to hold for a little bit. Maybe, like I already hold quite a bit of Solana, and I might start selling around this level. When we drop back down further, maybe even here at that 160, I think it would be an excellent price to buy a little bit more. I don't see us dropping back down further than that quite soon. If we do, I would buy more, but for now, I think this will be the new sideways area. I think this will be the movement we have to focus on for the next few months even. If we don't break it in November, or if we break it and we retest it around December, I think the new year Q1, January, February is when we will see the bigger movements up again. Markets will open. Everybody goes back to trading, to working, to whatever. And that's when I suspect we will see more money flowing into markets and see another of these big pushes up, these bullish momentums. That's how I feel. If you have a different vision, if you have a different question, if you have a comment or just want to leave a like or a suggestion, whatever, feel free to leave anything in the comments below. And if you enjoy these videos, please leave a like and a subscribe. And if you can, a subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I'm trying to grow my channel. I'm also trying to improve the content I provide to you guys. So if you have, like I said, if you have any suggestions, please feel free to leave them. And thank you very much for watching my video.